Have you ever said or heard this on the snow? Try a bit harder on this run. And immediately you see more tension, more effort, more thinking, and somehow worse skiing. Or you watch a student have a great run, then they say, okay, I'm really going to try and focus harder this time. And the next run falls apart. Today, I want to talk about why trying harder often makes skiing worse, and what the skill acquisition literature tells us about effort, attention, and control, because this is one of the biggest hidden traps in our teaching language. Our instincts as humans is simple. If something isn't working, apply more effort. But motor learning research shows us something uncomfortable. More effort often increases noise in the system. When a skier tries harder, they usually increase muscle co-contraction, stiffen joints, override natural timing, and attempt conscious control of automatic processes. Skiing, however, is a highly coordinated, dynamic task. It relies on timing, flow, and interaction with the forces, not muscular force alone. So when effort spikes, coordination often drops. Here's a critical concept from skill acquisition. Well-learned movements are largely automatic. When skiers start consciously controlling movements that should self-organize, like pressure management or edge management, performance often degrades. This is something described as reinvestment or paralysis by analysis. The skier starts thinking their way through a movement that works best when it emerges naturally. So when a good run disappears after trying harder, it's often because the skier started interfering with the system that produced the result. So if we compare try harder to get more edge angle versus see if you can leave a cleaner line in the snow, it's the same intent, but a very different attentional demand. Trying harder usually pulls attention inside the body. Better skiing often comes from attention directed outwards. Another overlooked point is when a skier increases effort, they actually change the constraints of the task. Tension changes range of motion, stiffness changes feedback, and their timing window shrinks. So the system is now solving a different problem than before. That's why a run that worked at 80% effort may fall apart at 95%. Not because the skier forgot the skill, but because they unknowingly altered the conditions that supported it. As instructors, this has big implications. If we consistently cue try harder, commit more, and apply more effort, we may be pushing skiers away from functional solutions. Instead, we can shape tasks, adjust terrain, manipulate speed, and change rhythm or turn shape. Let the environment do the coaching, rather than asking the skier to manufacture effort. Effort should emerge from the task, not be layered on top of it. So here's the reframe. Better skiing doesn't usually come from more effort, more tension, or more thinking. It comes from better information, better focus, and better task design. If a skier is struggling, the answer is rarely try harder. It's usually, let's change the problem you're trying to solve. And in the next video, we'll build on this by looking at why consistency is actually a poor short-term goal in skill development. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you'd like to see an on-snow run-through of task design, I'll put that video link somewhere on the screen now. Thank you for watching.